Hi and welcome to MCPSS This Week. I'm Marcy McNeil with the Office of Communication, here to bring you up to date on what's happening around the school system and the exciting events to come. In this edition, we'll release some butterflies, attend the Regional Science Fair, and congratulate our Transportation Department. Let's start by revisiting our special international guest who joined us all the way from around the globe. What are some of the best practices in U.S. schools? This is one of the questions Thailand educators and students were researching during a recent trip to Mobile. Mobile County Public Schools and the University of South Alabama were two places the group paid a visit to observe how classroom lessons are taught, how tests are given, and how technology is used in America.
Okay, today I and our group from Chiang Rai Ratchavat University we come from the northern of Thailand. Yes, our group is lecturer and student, doctoral student in educational administration department. Yes, and we choose to come here, Mobile County, and to look. Before here, we go to USA. Yes, University of South Alabama. Yes. College of Education. We hope that United States is the most powerful country, right, in the world. So the main topic or the main question for our group is why U.S. can be the leader of the world. Okay. So we will learn, we will look, we will search, and we will study from our trip, this trip. Yes, and we hope that we will get something or some idea or some best practice of U.S. And keep it back to apply in our country, in our university, and actually for children in school. And many places, because we have 18 days for our trip. I cannot remember all, but the main place is of education, the place of education. Like tomorrow, go to Berry School, elementary, high school, and university, and another in West Virginia, maybe like that, near New York. Yes.
A few facts about education in Thailand. Students are in school 200 days per year, and they do not have school buses. Speaking of school buses, our Transportation Department continues to roll out the awards. This time, it's the Award of Excellence. Awarded by the Alabama Department of Education, the Mobile County Public Schools reached School Bus Safety Standards, which is one of the highest honors a school's transportation department can receive, and an honor we hold very important.
Well, actually, we received a certificate of achievement from the Department of Education, from the superintendent, as well as the director of pupil transportation for the state of Alabama. To receive a certificate of this magnitude is very, very rewarding for myself as well as my staff. Although I cannot take the credit for this, I have a tremendous team who does a tremendous job every day throughout the year. And the mechanics, they work really, really hard in trying to put their all into making sure that our buses are maintained mechanically and they're safe for our children to be transported on every day. And just to receive a certificate like this is very tremendous. You take, for example, we have over 700 buses in our fleet. And, being the largest transportation department in the state of Alabama, that is, that's a big road and a big bag to carry in terms of having 630 buses traveling daily on routes. And to just have under 10% deficiencies when we have our state inspections, the number of buses that we have in our fleet, this certificate is very, very fulfilling, to say the least. Well, you know, Miss P came up with her new slogan, "It starts with us," and I like to take the credit in saying it truly starts with us, because we're the first individuals that the children see in the morning time. We're the ones to get them to the school safely and to return them home in the afternoon. But none of that would be possible without our mechanics, because they make sure that our buses are running. They make sure that they are mechanically sound. They make sure that they're safe, and they do this every day. And, they are the ones that should take full credit for this, and I'm proud of them. I have a great team. I can't say enough about, I can't give them enough accolades. They are the ones that really truly made this possible. And, the State Department, they just don't hand these out. You have to earn these. And I'm just proud of them. And I know our superintendent, Ms. Peak, I know she's proud of them. She has expressed that, and it's a tremendous feat.
Mobile County operates a fleet of approximately 700 buses. A regular school bus driver's day begins around 5 a.m. with a pre-trip which consists of checking oil, tires, lights, and every overall basic function before picking up our most important riders, our students. E.R. Dixon students have very special classmates in a school all their own. The school is the proud owner of 2 butterfly gardens. Every year, the student body orders caterpillars, learn about the stages of their transformation, and then celebrates their graduation into nature.
Today we are celebrating the butterfly release at E.R. Dixon. This is the 13th year that E.R. Dixon has been doing the butterfly release, and our boys and girls came out in 2 different segments. Our kindergarten through 2nd grade attended one release, and then our 3rd, 4th, and 5th grades attended the 2nd release. The teachers wanted to teach something more about the life cycle from start to finish, and so the idea was birthed where we ordered in the caterpillars, and of course I wasn't here at that time, but I'm happy to carry on that tradition. That the caterpillars were delivered to the school, and each student had 2 caterpillars in a cup. And then the cups were monitored in the classroom by the teachers and students, and they turned into a chrysalis. And then as they began to shake and move, each teacher brought out his or her class for the lids to be hung in the garden. And so the students kindergarten through 5th grade had the opportunity to learn about the life cycle of a butterfly.
This is an invaluable learning experience. What better way to learn the stages of the butterfly than by hands-on application? And that's from the beginning to the end, from the time that they get, the larva, the caterpillar, all the way to the chrysalis, and then to the butterfly actually coming out of its cocoon in the garden. So we are just so excited to be able to bring this learning experience to E.R. Dixon. This is a tradition that has been in place since 2003. So here we are several years later, still giving our children and students and parents others who remember the butterfly garden come back to visit and have the experience of seeing the butterflies being released into nature. And our teachers were instructed to, pull this into our science curriculum and do some type of interdisciplinary learning with this project for our students. And this is the culminating event today for us to be able to come out here and actually see the release of what our students were part of here at E.R. Dixon, creating these butterflies that are now in nature. And there'll always be the E.R. Dixon butterflies for as long as they will live.
Another thing the students learn are facts about their butterflies. And did you know that there are about 24,000 species of butterflies? The fastest butterfly is the skipper, which flies at 37 miles per hour. Well, don't you fly off anywhere. We have more exciting events to tell you about when MCPSS This Week returns.
I wish I was in school. If only I had a math test today. I'll stay after class. I'll clean the chalkboard. I wish I was in school.
School ends, but free lunches for your kids don't have to. Find your local food bank at feedingamerica.org/summer meals for help.
I saw Mr. Tillman's class. Just that quick little 5 minutes I had with him. made me think that I really wanted to do small engines. I just love tinkering with them, just a gearhead. Graduating from the Career Tech Center has allowed me to better myself, make more money, be more informed about the trade that I'm going to be in. I just felt like doing a trade is just better than working in an office or something. I have to be outside working with my hand or something.
MCPSS Career Tech. Start your future today.
Welcome back to MCPSS This Week, the place to find out what's happening in our schools. Science fairs are not uncommon at Clark Shaw Magnet School of Math and Science. But at this year's regional fair, the school had the uniqueness of being the largest to represent MCPSS, with 158 students.
It's a very exciting day today. It's a culmination of about 8 months of work for our students at Clark Shaw. At Clark Shaw Magnet School, we're a math, science, technology school, and we require that all the students, and about 800 students, do a science fair project, and we integrate English, language arts, math department, social studies, and science to do a really great, thorough job on research and a culmination of all of that into a great science fair project. And today is the regional competition. Of those 800, we chose 158, which was a tough choice because we had a lot of great boards and we had a lot of great projects, and we had our own science fair project, science fair at Clark, and they all competed there, and this is kind of the best of that group are now here at the University of South Alabama, competing against 10 counties in South Alabama for the Regional Science and Engineering Fair. And those are public and private schools. And we're excited. Today they're getting ready to go back into the auditorium and present their projects to the judges without parents or teachers allowed in the room. And the judges will decide on the awards, and then tomorrow on Saturday there'll be an award ceremony at 11 o'clock here.
Well, the first thing we expect is the students to use the scientific method and the teachers to teach using the scientific method. It's something that we give a lot of lip service to, but not a lot of people really know how to do very accurately. And when we see that is the sign of a potential winning project. That there's repeatability in the experiment, that it's done numerous times, and that the data is collected, it's graphed, statistics are used where appropriate, sound conclusions are drawn. The next step in the work, because science is a process, is clearly defined. So these are the things that usually make a winning project. We have a lot of university professors who come out and judge graduate students, but also a large number of our judges come from the community, from Alabama Power, Hargrove Engineers, the Coast Guard, a number of different organizations send us judges. This year we've had an overwhelming number of judges coming from the private sector and all from the City of Mobile, from Moz, from other groups.
Very proud of the students. It's a lot of hard work on the teachers that work all year, and I've been working pretty hard to coordinate all this, but the students really have worked the hardest, and the parents are very proud. We got a lot of parent volunteers who come, and this is the culmination of 9 months of hard work that they've been working on all this, so they're glad to see this day come.
Clark Shaw Magnet holds a school science fair to determine who will move on to represent the school at the regional science fair competition and possibly move on to the national competition. The stars fell upon Alabama once again, but this time it was at one of our local academies. 50 students in our Star Academy program received a second chance to enter into high school at their correct grade level. The Star Academy assists those middle schoolers because of their age who are in need of a little help in passing on. Well, those students got the chance to take a step to the next level.
The STAR Academy actually started 2 years ago, and it is very specifically guided towards any kid who is in the 8th grade. He's repeating the 8th grade and should have been in high school by now. We target students who will turn 16 before they enter the 9th grade and they happen to still be in middle school. What we do with them is bring them together to one campus, those who we think can be successful. And we crunch the 8th grade year and at least 5 credits of their 9th grade year into one 12-month period.
So to the people that are not really familiar with what we're doing, today is evident. We have 50 kids that last year this time, they were 8th graders, over-age 8th graders, 15, 16 years old in 8th grade. So those kids fulfilled the requirements. They took advantage of what we had to offer. They strived to succeed, and today, this is the result.
Words really can't express how pleased we are with how this program is going. You know, many of these kids who got behind were not necessarily behind because of a discipline problem. There could have been other issues, family issues, or things that just bother them at home, but they have been successful this year. We hope that we would just continue to grow, and for every one of these that we can get caught up, it reduces their chances of dropping out and being able to see graduation down the line. So if we think they can visualize themselves graduating and walking across that stage and receiving a diploma, then we want to do everything we can to make that come to fruition for them.
Issues such as family problems are also cited as a reason students fall behind in school. But this program allows them to get caught up, which decreases student dropout rates and increases high school graduates. Burns Middle School treated their families, teachers, and students to a night of music and arts. Burns Middle students seem to have a triple threat in the area of talents, combining vocals, band, and art performances, which they demonstrated during the school's annual art night.
This school is in my district, District 35, State Senate, District 35, and I want to be in touch with the schools. So I come by to see them regularly to try to understand what's going on. This school has some great programs as far as engineering is concerned, but tonight, of course, we celebrated band. I'm an old trumpet player. I graduated from Murphy and Sidney Phillips, so I love that. And, of course, the art program as well. And this is great to celebrate the achievements of the kids. Let the parents see it. Let everybody in the community see what's going on, because there's great things going on in Mobile County school system.
This is our 16th annual Arts Extravaganza Night, and it's an event we do every year. It's our culminating activity for the school year, and it incorporates all of our elective department here at Burns Middle School. That includes the art, chorus, band, computer technology, and our science STEM forensic teacher. So that's everybody in the entire building. And it showcases all the good things that our children have done throughout the years and how important the arts are to our system and how important they are to what our children learn each day, because that teaches problem solving more than you know. So that's what a lot of people want in the work world, is problem solving. And so there's a lot of good things we do with our children in our electives. I have a lot of really wonderful parents that love coming to these events, and they're very supportive. They come out for all the events that the children do. I've had my students work in different shows around around Mobile, etc. lately, and they always come out to them. They're always thrilled, and in fact, to tell you the truth, they wind up becoming a lot of good friends to me once we get finished because they have such a great rapport with their children. They can't believe sometimes their children create some things. And it's like when you listen to Lee's band in there, Mr. Hughes' band, you really, if you close your eyes, you're not going to believe you're listening to a middle school group. You really think you're listening to high school or beyond. They're very good. So we come up with a lot of interesting things here at Burns. A few years back, when we first opened the school, Mr. Stringfellow started us out with the ceiling tiles, and he was interested in us doing ceiling tiles. And so I did 2 or 3, at first, and then I started having my 7th grades do it, and then my 8th grades do it, and now it fills the whole school up. And our children do come back to see the ceiling tiles. In fact, they go, "Is mine going to be there?" And it always is. So they're very tickled to come back and see their artwork. And it has a variety. It has a warm feel when you come in the building. People enjoy looking at it. And then we have some over to the back of me, behind me, we have some frame pieces of artwork that our PTA has been very generous to frame for us. We start out with 10 a year. This money got a little tight. We did 5 a year. So they're very good at doing artwork for us. We have probably about 100 frame pieces of artwork in our collection right now. And I'm very impressed with that, and I'm very happy about that and the children are tickled. They'll even ask, "Hey, can I do a frame piece of artwork?" And so they're very tickled to have theirs up, and they come back to look for it, believe it or not. So that's a wonderful thing about putting up artwork that children do.
So I always look forward to coming to the Arts Extravaganza night. They've done it ever since the school began. Miss Stewart, who is the PTA Middle School Teacher of the Year, well deserved, has always kind of set this up, and you get to see the students' artwork, you get to see the band play, the chorus sing, the science projects, all of those kind of things, and it's kind of a culminating activity for the year. And I think it's wonderful because for parents, they get a chance to see their kids, especially in the fine arts in particular, what they've done all year, and gives the kids something to work for. So I never miss this, I always like to come to it.
If you ever get a chance, stop by Burns Middle School. Walk into the building and look up. You'll be delighted to see that the ceiling tiles are decorated with student artwork. Now let's take a Superintendent Minute, sponsored by the Mobile Fairgrounds, to hear from Mrs. Martha Peak as she expresses the importance of online registration.
Hello, I'm Martha Peak, Superintendent of the Mobile County Public School System. I want to share some time-saving information with you today. We now have online registration that will make it much easier for your students to be ready to attend school next year. Please visit the Mobile County Public School System website, mcpss.com, to register today. It's quick, it's easy, and you'll avoid the long lines at school. We look forward to having all 59,000 students have a good experience registering. Remember, quality in education, it starts with us in the Mobile County Public Schools.
All students should be registered online. Simply visit our website at www.mcpss.com, click on the For Parents tab, and choose New or Returning Registration. If you need any assistance, contact your child's school. The process must be done before school starts August 7th. Thanks for joining us on MCPSS this week. To catch other school news and events, visit our website at mcpss.com, like us on Facebook, or follow us on Twitter. And remember, it starts with us.
Hi, I'm Melissa Canova with the C-SPAN bus at Baker High School. Let's take a look inside. I'm here with Vanessa Torres, a marketing representative for C-SPAN. For those who don't know, tell us a little bit about C-SPAN.
Sure. So C-SPAN is a nonprofit organization. We are also nonpartisan. We've been around since 1979, showing the mission of C-SPAN, covering the House of Representatives and your Senate gavel to gavel, and letting you know where that fly-on-the-wall perspective of what's going on in your government.
What are some features of the bus?
Sure. So the C-SPAN bus is a multimedia demonstration vehicle. We travel around the country 10 months out of the year. On board the bus, you'll see a mini classroom in the back with a smart board and a couch. You'll also be able to look at our social media section, where you're able to find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest. You're also able to go on our touchscreen kiosk, where you're able to explore more about C-SPAN and our different programming, and also take fun quizzes and test yourself on the branches of government.
Oh wow, that sounds fun. Where are some of the places that the bus has traveled?
Sure. So this week we actually started in Biloxi, Mississippi, and today we start here in Mobile, Alabama. We'll make our way to Montgomery, Alabama, and then we'll end in Birmingham on Friday and Saturday. So we've been all over the country. We visited all 50 states, and the bus is always on the road.
What do you think surprises the most when people see your tour on the bus?
Sure. So a lot of folks like to see that there is an actual C-SPAN bus, and they've always heard of us on TV, but they've never really seen the other resources that they can have, and that's what the C-SPAN bus is for. Just a way that you can use C-SPAN in other ways, like Book TV, American History TV, our new First Lady series. So it's just a lot of new different tools on board.
What are some of the things you hope people will take away from touring or visiting the bus?
Sure. So we hope that people see how you can use C-SPAN in many different ways on our website on cspan.org. Also our video library, First Ladies, different tools where you can find free nonpartisan resources so that they can use it in the classroom or just when they need to make big decisions later in life. So yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so what were your first impressions of the C-SPAN bus?
Well, I absolutely was blown away by the technology when we got inside. The kids loved it, plus it was nice and warm.
What are some of the things you hope that your students take away from this experience?
Well, I think that they need to have an avenue of being able to learn a little bit more about the actions of their government, and having C-SPAN come out and promote what they do from a nonpartisan perspective is nice, because the kids get a chance to think for themselves.
I'm here with Olivia Pouncey, a student in Miss Walscott's economics class. So what did you think of the bus?
It's pretty cool. I kind of wish I had one of these, just on a day-to-day basis.
Did you learn anything interesting?
Yeah, just what C-SPAN is and what it does, so I'll be able to look up stuff about the House and the Senate.
What did you think of the bus?
I thought it was really cool. It was really fun. A lot of interesting facts in there.
Did you learn anything interesting?
Well, kinda. That Congress gets filmed from a giant camera on the floor called C-SPAN. I didn't know that, so.
What does C-SPAN stand for?
Cable Satellite Public Affairs Network.
People literally stop on the highway and they're staring at it. People are always with their camera. Actually, the other day we were driving down the road and a man was putting out his garbage can, and he just stopped halfway and was staring at the buses like his garbage can was kind of rolling away from him. So we get a lot of good looks, A couple people, especially when we're at hotels, sometimes people will see us with our C-SPAN apparel and they'll tell us how much they really like C-SPAN, so that's also really nice.
Thanks for checking out the C-SPAN bus. With Baker High School, I'm Alyssa Canova.
Behold the angry giant. Behold the angry giant. Behold the angry giant. Behold the angry giant. The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.